All right, some good news coming in on Chandrayaan-3, India's moon mission. The second orbit-raising maneuver has been performed successfully. These are inputs coming in. The second orbit-raising maneuver has now been performed quite successfully, which means the rover, the Chandrayaan-3 itself, is now cruising towards the moon, has entered space. The second orbit-raising maneuver has been performed successfully, and the next firing is planned for tomorrow between 2 and 3 p.m. This is the information that we have as Chandrayaan-3, after its successful launch barely a few days ago, it now has carried out the second successful orbit-raising maneuver, which means that it's moved past the Earth's gravitational pull and now is very comfortably cruising in space towards the moon. And the next firing is all set to be planned for tomorrow between 2 and 3 p.m. Now, the Isro, as we believe, has successfully carried out this for the second time. In fact, the first happened just on Saturday. The first orbit-raising maneuver happened on Saturday, and there are supposed to be two more that they will conduct. But the second one, we believe, like the first, has been quite successful. The orbit-raising maneuver has ensured that the spacecraft is now very comfortably flying just off 200 kilometers off Earth, which means it's well past the Earth's gravity and now is cruising towards the moon. Now, the first one was performed on Saturday. This is the second one that's also very successfully completed. In fact, Chandrayaan-3 is certainly the pride of India at this point. This is the moon mission that India is really looking forward to achieve. A failed attempt of Chandrayaan-2 has really not dented any spirit. This time around, Chandrayaan-3, it appears that those in the team have been super confident about its landing on the moon, and it's going to be part of the south. It's going to be landing as expected on the south pole of the moon, which no other country has ventured into. So this really makes, if goes as per plan and successful, makes India the fourth country to achieve the moon mission. Let me get across to Pramod Madhav joining us live for more on that. Pramod, give us a little more on the orbit maneuvering mission, the second firing that's now been successful. Explain to us what this really means. Pramod.
Well, it's something called as orbit-raising maneuvers, and what's happening... it's something called as orbit-raising maneuvers, and what's happening over here is that we are kind of using a slingshot technique where 5 times this particular module that was placed at 170 kilometers above the Earth's orbit will be raised 5 times, increasing it from 36,000, now it has 41,000 kilometers, and so forth. As it interjects with the path of the moon, as it revolves around the Earth, then it will be captured by the moon's orbit. That is called as lunar orbit insertion, and that is after the 5th orbit-raising maneuver it will occur, and the second one Isro has conducted successfully now.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us on that, Pramod. Of course, this is a real proud moment for India as the orbit-raising maneuver has been successfully conducted for the second time around. 3 more attempts will be done, is what we hear. And the first that happened on Saturday was successful. The second that happened today has been successful. The spacecraft now is very comfortably cruising across space towards the moon to hopefully realize India's dream of to actually accomplish this very mission of the rover landing on the moon, studying the chemical composition of the moon, and really etching India's presence on the lunar surface.